Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is National Sports League here, and welcome back to a brand new video here. As tonight, I'm going to do my 2023 NRL Telstra Premiership Round 2 recap here as well. And if you guys are brand new to the channel here, please give a like and subscribe here to the channel here as well. And let's go off to 500 subscribers here before the end of March. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna do this maybe tomorrow, since I don't really have the energy this and that. But there are a couple of good games there to go through as well. I don't want to be here for too long, since that was the reason why I didn't want to do this tonight. But tell myself, well, I got to do it, even though it's a bit late to do it right now. I'm going to try my best here just to summarize throughout these games as well, not to ramble around here too much, and just go through the important parts of the game as well. So let's quickly go through the first part of the game as well. I'm just going to set it up here on the website. Just going to grab it along over here. Now I know I didn't actually tell you guys about when I was about to go live, since I was watching the game and just doing other stuff while the game was on and this and that. So I do apologize on behalf of my end as well. So I'll make sure to be much more transparent on my behalf there to promote this recap video here as well on tonight. So yeah, I'll promise to be much more transparent on that part as well. But here we go. We're gonna go firstly there to the Penrith Panthers and the Sassafras Rabbitohs here as well. And yeah, um, well, it was just a Penrith Panthers domination as well. The Panthers there, they got themselves there an early start there with Stephen Crine there, going off there on the right corner as well to make it 4 points to nil as well. And then no, sorry, Stephen Crine, no, it was Nathan Cleary who missed the conversion there, and it goes to 4-0 there to the Penrith Panthers. And then on the 30th, sorry, I'll get the thing up here right now. I'm just a little bit out of energy there as well, so I do apologize if my energy is not the best here tonight. So I'll try my best just to give as much energy as well, just to push through this recap as well. Yeah, so Isaac Tungle here as well. Got himself there on the 30th ninth minute as well. I think I'm not sure how he scored it. I think it was from Cleary. I believe it was, or was it? I think he scored off there from the grubber kick there as well. I don't really I remember it, but I think that's how he scored it there before half time. And then in the second half there, Brian Toho there, the one draw pass there as well went off the, I think, from the Nathan Cleary or from Jerome Luai off to Stephen Cryer himself there, and does the one draw there to Brian Toho to himself as well to make it well to make it 16 points to nil. And then in the 66th minute there, Souths, they started to play some actually good football over here as Alex Johnson there. He scores off there from the pass there from Cody Walker as well. The classic combination as well to get them at least back in the game as well. And uh, the Troy Mitchell does miss a conversion over there. But then Isaiah Tufts, he goes in as well for the try there to make it 16 points, so to make 16 points to 8. And the Troy Mitchell does convert the try as well. But then in the last 5 minutes as well, it was absolutely just insane. In the last 5 minutes, sorry, in the last few seconds there, they get themselves there off from kickoff there as well. They try to at least throw the ball around as well, but then it came off there in that big chance where they could have leveled it there when AJ there they were trying to go for the good old Cody Walker combo there for Alex Johnson as well, since he was barely getting any ball in this game as well, especially from Latrell Mitchell. Latrell Mitchell in this game, in my opinion, he didn't do that much there with the ball, and I thought he was a little bit disappointed there as well from what I expected him to do there as well. So yeah, but yeah, Cody Walker he gave off there to Alex Johnson himself there, but then Alex Johnson there he runs out of room as well, and yeah, he just misses it, and unfortunately Sal said were inches away to possibly putting the game there to go on points, and unfortunately for them they fall short, and the Penrith Panthers they hold on there for the first ever win there of the season, even though things got a little bit rusty there towards the last few seconds as well, but a win is a win as well. It was expected to be close game between both sides as well. And yeah, what a crazy ended there towards Bluebird Stadium as well in Penrith. And yeah, yeah. Look, the Panthers said they dominated there with a Nathan Cleary's kicking game, and Stephen Kreiner was also pretty good as well for his passing game, for his supporting game as well. Uh, the fullback there, the line speed there, they were pushing back South Sydney there on their own half there as well, and they were using the same formula than what they did there in the 2022 grand final there against the Premier as well, and that's how the Panthers there were hard to break as well from South Sydney as well. Um, yeah, man, the fullback there, the whole team there just showed all the great line speed as well, just to use the technique there in defense, just to grab that position, there, to force them to give it to them, so that they can grab it on the kick return as well, and yeah, just use the speed as well, and from uh the ball hand, sorry, the ball pass and skills in this and that towards their plays there as well on the line break assists or even on the edges and that. Yeah, look, I thought Mitch Kenny he had a little bit more of a better game as well. I thought Sonny Luke, I think he did the job as well. I think both Hawkers there, Kenny and Luke both did the job as well. But yeah, Kenny and Luke do need to take some time as well to join into the Hawker position as well, since there were a couple of errors there that they will, giving away South Sydney there a couple of easy uh, es- escapes from the own scared as well, to make things even worse as well. So yeah, yeah, I thought the Panthers there they were just too good there in the first half, and it looks like the clock has beaten Souths, but they were still in inches away to at least maybe with Latrell Mitchell there from long range out by the left of the fielder to convert it to make it 16 points off for goal point. I reckon that could have happened, but yeah, the fact that they managed to play last minute footy, like that, they really need to work, more, playing simple like classic footy on how Cody Walker just tries to find AJ as well, rather than just like doing some different, and just doing it by too much as well. And I feel like South Sydney there was just trying to do a little bit too much as well. and they weren't playing to their own basics and their own strengths as well. And I feel like that Demetrio really needs to look into that. I thought Campbell Graham there was pretty good there in defense as well, especially Damien Cook was also pretty good as well. I thought they were the only two great defensive plays there for Souths. But other than that, the attack there was not really the best there, in my opinion. And yeah, there's a lot of work to do there in the attack, but yeah, to move on, and yeah, we're gonna go through the players' team list as well. So for my top five best players there for the Parent Panthers, I'm gonna go for man of the match. Now I'm gonna go for for Nathan Cleary. For number two, I'm gonna go for I'm gonna say uh the Steph Cryan should be number two there. For number three, this is going to shock you. Um, Listen, look, Hayden are not, but I reckon Jerome Luai deserves best man there on the field as well. For number four, I'm gonna go for let's say I'm gonna go for I'm gonna go for us newer Archuruva there on the kick returns there as well. He was pretty good as well, making a total of 35 kick return meters as well. To help him there, nearly get over 200 running meters as well, and that's my top five best players there for the Panthers. I'm pretty sure you didn't all expect me to put Luai there in the top five, but I'm just being real with you. Luai, he's actually doing something there for once and just not being a cocky and arrogant anime cock Saka for once. So yeah, we're gonna go through the Southern Rabbitohs top five best players there for myself. For number one, I'm going to say the best player there for South Sydney, in my opinion, I'm going to go for Cody Walker there. For number two, I'm going to go for Campbell Graham. Number three, I'm going to go for Damien Cook. Number four, I'm going to go for you know what? I'm gonna say I'm gonna go for Michael Cheekham there. He's made 35 tackles there, and four. Well, he's missed four, but he's got himself there one in effective tackle as well. But I thought he did pretty good there on the field. And for number five, I'm gonna go for Cameron Murray for himself as well. And that's my top five best players there for both teams as well. And obviously, I'm going to skip the Eels and the Sharks games as well. I'm pretty sure you all know why. I did a review on the Eels and the Sharks game as well. Go and check that out right now. It was yeah, it was quite painful to do, but yeah, I thought I did my best to explain why I was so like painful and this and that. Now on to the next game there. Skip it over to the Eels Sharks, and we're doing the Queens Derby here as well. Now I'm not gonna lie. I basically just kind of fallen asleep. You know, since I was so tired on Friday as well. Since I had such a big day there at work, and obviously the pain there still trying to recover there from the Eels and the Sharks game since I was still fuming and couldn't really think straight there as well throughout myself. But I did see a couple of good tries there, uh, and and obviously one good play there from the Cowboys there as well from what I've seen. But for the rest of it, I didn't really get to see it properly in this and that since yeah I was a bit tired in this and that. But we're gonna go through the tries as well by the play by the play by play here. so my mouth is just all over the place here tonight since I'm so tired. And yeah, so the first try there, it went off to where was it? I remember Nano there. He gets himself there a line break there to make it 4 points to nil, and Holmes converts it to make 6 points to nil there as well. And then a ball strip there from Billy Walters there gives away position there to the Cowboys there, and Valentine Holmes there. He converts a penalty goal there to make it 8 points to nil. Pardon me. And on the 29th minute as well, Corey Oates was put on there for obstruction as well. So that was pretty much a no try there for the Brisbane Broncos. And on the 33rd minute there, when they got themselves a set start as well, Kirk Abel there goes in there for the first ever try there for the Brisbane Broncos there for themselves as well to make it 4 points to 8. And Adam Reynolds there, he makes it 6 points to 8 as well. And then Valentine Holmes there, he takes the penalty shot as well to make it 10 points to 6. And man, there he scored himself there a very good pickup grabber there coming from the left there from Corey Oates there when he made the line break there as well, and he puts in the grubber there for the inside there as well, and man, there he picks up the try there. He picks up the try there to make it 10 points. So, and when I saw this try, man, oh my god, I don't care, man. I reckon. Well, actually, there is another try there, from this round that it's pretty much up there for the top five best tries there for this round, and yeah, what a fantastic try there as well, and the grub kick there, from Corey Oates there, to put the Broncos there, 10-0 there at halftime there as well as Reynolds does miss the conversion as well. But Corey Oates, he gets himself there another line break as well, but nothing happens as well. And Scott Drinkwater there was put on our report as well. It was a no try there from the Brisbane Broncos there, and Scott Drinkwater there was put into sin bin as well. And Katoni Staggs there, he scores it there to make it 14 points to 10. And Adam Reynolds there, he misses the conversion there, to make it 16 points to 10. And then Adam Reynolds there, he puts up the bomb as well, and the Cowboys there, they made themselves a captain's challenge as well. I don't know what it was. It was successful though, and a line break there from just after as well. And he goes on there, I think on the inside there as well, or onto, yeah, I think he went onto um I think he went on to the inside there, to Ezra Man there to make it 8 points to 10 there to get himself there R double there as well. And Reynolds does convert the try this time as well after his last two goal kicks there were missed, and he makes it 20 points to 10. And as soon as it looked like maybe the Cowboys can possibly still can come back from this game, it was Adam Reynolds there. He takes the penalty shot there to make it 22 points to 10. Um, and he also does miss the 1 point field goal there as well. But then Jesse Officer, he knocks on the board as well, and then a minute later there, Jerome Nano there, he scores himself there, a double there as well to make it 22 points to 14. And Holmes there, he converts the try to make it 16 points to 22, still in favor of the Bronx. And Reece Walsh, he goes in there for the first ever try there in his old club's colours as well, and he scores right under the post as well from the line break there from Herbie Farmoff there as well. He sees that support there from Walsh there from the inside there as well, and Walsh he dives himself over there to basically put the nail in the coffin as well, where right exactly where he wants it to be, and he makes 26 points to 16. And Reynolds there, he converts the try there to make it 28 points to 16. And yeah, that was pretty much it. And the Broncos there, they win in the Queensland Derby there in 2023. And yeah, what a win there for the Brisbane Broncos as well as they're going into the season here 2-0. So far, Kev Walters there, he seems promising so far to stay as the coach as well. And despite him and Sawib Cobb there getting into some controversial matches there as well, while he was coming on someone's podcast and this and that to explain that Walters there, he's not really that much of a good coach for himself as well. And yeah, yeah, the Bronx, the winner there, and yeah, I thought the Broncos there, they were much more resilient as well. The Cowboys did actually had a great start as well from the forwards there, from the backlines as well, from the halves there, from Tom Dearden and Chad Townsend as well. And what about the play there from the intercept there from Jason Tamalolo as well? Wow, Wowwees. What a read there from Jason Tamalolo there. Just the intercept as well. And nearly run it all the way there to score himself there. A meat pie there for himself as well. And yeah, I think he got himself the intercept there. I think when they were about like 22 points to 10 down, I believe. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I just seen the play there from Tamalo, and yeah, yeah, I thought that was pretty amazing, and yeah, I thought the Broncos there. I feel like their confidence there with a man as well. He's improving a lot from what we've seen there from last season, and my God, he is possibly becoming one of the top five best 5'8" coming into this season here as well. Um, and Reynolds kicking game here once again is absolutely just superb here. Um, but the speed there from Corey Oates there, and the fact that he put in a grab kick there inside of Firmino to score it to score it there when he picked it up was absolutely just out of uh, this world, and it looks like the baby Broncos there are starting to rise up there as superstars there for themselves as well. And the confidence going into the Broncos there, where they had to get some things there to gel in there from last season, and the fact that they came into this Queen's Derby here as well, since since I saw quite a couple of some people there tipping the Cowboys, as I did tip the Broncos here as well, with also Patrick Carrigan here having another strong game as well, getting the post contact meters as well, the run meters that he was driving himself as well, the offloads there, especially from Payne Haas as well. Mate, the full pack there from the Broncos as well is absolutely just strong, especially Martin Tapau. So far, he has become a pretty good signing as well for myself. And yeah, in my opinion, the Broncos forward pack is kind of going into the season pretty underrated as well. So their full pack there, it came up there to beat the Panthers there at Bluebird Stadium, and now they use the full pack there to defeat, according to the NRL, the best full pack there in the game at the moment, since until they got defeated there by their own rivalries as well, by yeah, by 12 points. And yeah, wow, the Broncos are just absolutely just incredible here as well, and I can't wait to see more there from the Brisbane Broncos as well. And yeah, I hope to the fans that they're gonna eat so good for this season as well. I just got them missing the eight. They do have a team that can make it into the eights. But as a team right now, they are acting like that they want to be in the eights. So yeah, but just remember they did start off the season like this from last season, and guess what happened in the second half of the season? Well, they just collapsed, and Broncos fans, you gotta hope that your team is going to stay consistent, no matter the fatigue, no matter the injuries there and this and that, and no matter on how this team is going to solve your game plan as well. You just cannot just shoot yourselves in the boot as well going into the second half of the season as well because that's what the Broncos did there from last season as well. And Walters from this season there he has teach these young kids, especially from some other experienced players as well. That yeah, it looks like Walt is starting to get his groove back as well. Than what he has did there for the Queensland Maroons as well. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see if the Broncos can also keep this up here in the first half of the season, and if they can also bring it into the second half of the season as well. So yeah, we're gonna go through the top five best players there for the Brisbane Broncos as well and the Cowboys as well. So I'm gonna go through the top five best players there for the Broncos there. So my top five best players there for the Brisbane Broncos there as well. I'm gonna go for man of the match as well. I'm gonna say um my man of the match. Well, this mate, this is just tough. Um, oh wow. Um, how much kick meters are the Reynolds making? He made about like 407. That's actually pretty good. He made 16 kicks. He forced one drop at there, five bomb kicks, four grubbers. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Adam Reynolds there for man of the match there since I'm seeing these stats over here as well. And I'm gonna go for number two. I'm gonna go for Corey Oates as well. I thought he was absolutely just amazing as well. I'm gonna go for number three, Herbie Farnworth. Herbie Farnworth has made 240 fucking 4 meters. And not to mention, Jason Tamalaro also made 202 running meters. Holy shit, what the fuck were these players taking? What were they taking? My god. I'm gonna go for number three here. I'm gonna go for Reach Walsh as well. I thought he was pretty good as well. Um, sorry, no, wait, no. So for number one was Reynolds. Number two was Mam. Number three, no. I'll just give me a sec, lads. So my top five best players there for the Broncos there. So my man of the match is going to be the Reynolds there, and number two there. I'm gonna go for Herbert Farnworth. For number three, I'm gonna go for Corey Oates. Number four, I'm gonna go for Rich Walsh, and for number five, I'm gonna go for Israel Man, and that's my top five best players there for the Brisbane Broncos, and my top five best players there for the North Queensland Cowboys. It is number one, number fucking one. Wow, where is he? Jason Jason Tamaloro is well. Um, well. Look. First of all, I'm gonna say that the best man for the Cowboys in this match. I'm gonna go. I am gonna go for. I'm gonna go for Chad Townsend. There's well. I'm gonna go for number two. I'm gonna say Valentine's for number two. He's made some about like tackle breaks as well, and Tom D in there for number three, Talonga there for number four, and for number five, I'm gonna go for Jason Tamalolo as well. He has made himself the 200 running meters there for himself as well. So yeah, well, that is fantastic there from himself as well. So yeah, he's made himself about seven tackle breaks as well, 10 hit ups there, and 22 tackles there as well. My God, yeah, he was absolutely just amazing in attack as well, Jason Tamalo. And moving on to the next game on Super Saturday. I didn't get to watch this game here, at all since I was busy doing some household things as well. Uh, in my house as well. So I did actually see some one great play there from the New Zealand Warriors there as well. But yeah, the Roosters. When I saw the scoreline here, I thought, okay, well, the Roosters are looking pretty ordinary. I know they did get themselves at the win. A win is a win, but the fact that they just, you know, didn't win by much there by 8 points. You know, the fact that they just won there by 8 points really just shows the ordinariness there from the Roosters themselves there. Um, and yeah, it looks like things have not changed there from last season there from the Roosters since they have been inconsistent there since the 2019 grand final there, and they've just been pretty much up and down there from fifth to sixth to freaking seventh or to even fifth once again. So yeah, the Roosters they've been all over the place there in the middle there of the top eight as well. So they are pretty much a weird club there. Just compete there in the top eight as well. So yeah, in this match, it just basically just showed it all. I did see that Brandon Smith. He didn't really score me the much there for me fancy. He me fancy there as well as he scored 8 points. 8 points. Wow. The cheese man. I'm not sure what to say, but man, your start at uh, uh, the tricolors has not been the best, and it's been quite disappointing there so far. But there is a lot of time there to gel in with the four pack as well. But it looks like the Butcher Brothers as well. It looks like Egan there for my own opinion. He's going himself there a bit lost, and he's disciplined there quite lately there as well, especially against the Dolphins there, has not been the best. And there's a reason why he does start himself there on the bench as well. And that Nat Butcher, his brother there, does start over Egan there March more as well. So yeah, but all I have to say from this match as well, since I didn't really get to watch it as well. Um, I think that try there from Wade Egan, my God, holy shit, mate, mate, easily the try of the week and easily so far. That play there from Sean Johnson there, the inside, the outside there, the through ball there, and coming out uh, f- from dummy half there as well, and your hooker there, back on the inside there to Egan there. He puts it down there as well from the offload there from Sean Johnson there, and holy cow, that was such a magnificent try there from Egan, and that has got to be the try of the year there so far, easily, easily. Wow, the Warriors here may they did get some injuries in this game as well, which they had to force off Jackson forward here as well, just to come off there as well. I believe that Josh Curran as well is also injured as well for now. So I think no, I think yeah. So I think Timo Martin, I believe he also was out there as well. So yeah, it looked like Tor Harris had to play a bit of 5'8" as well. So yeah, the whole Warriors team as well with the HIAs and the injuries there as well. It kind of killed them off there as well for even making a big massive upset there against the Sydney Roosters as well. And yeah, the Warriors they were pretty good as well, but yeah, the Roosters there they were just too good in this match as well. And Sam Walker did actually get himself the first ever try there of 2023 there as well. And yeah, the Roosters not doing there but much as well. Um and yeah, Fanua Blake got himself there over there from the line break there as well. It came off the error there from Joseph Akuzo Sawali. And yeah, I'm gonna go through my top five best players there for the Sydney Roosters there. So my top five best players there for the Sydney Roosters as well. I'm gonna go for James Tedesco there as well as he has got himself there about like 203 meters as well, 99 kick return meters as well, 63 post contact meters as well, one line break assist, one try assist, four tackle breaks there, and two dummy half runs as well by 26 dummy half run meters as well. Two dummy passes there, 25 recepts as well. He's only made about like three tackles as well, of course, there. And yeah, pretty good there from James Tedesco. He was pretty much all over the other places as well for the whole entire team there as well. And yeah, the captain for himself as well. You know, did a splendid job there as well as a as always as well. And yeah, for the second best player, I'm going to go for Joseph Akuzo Sawali there. He has made himself there 233 running minutes as well. And he has got himself there two line breaks as well. What else? He's gone himself there 667 post quantum meters as well. Um, he's got himself the try assist, seven tackle breaks there, one hit up there as well. He's put himself the two offloads as well, 22 receps there, and yeah, I'm gonna go for number three here. I'm gonna go for let's go for Daniel Tupou. And for number four, I'm gonna go for oof. I'm gonna go for I'm. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go for Jackson Polo, and for number four, I'm gonna go for Joseph Manu there as well, and for number five, I'm gonna go for Lindsay Collins there as well, and yeah, top five best players there for the Warriors. I believe the best man there for the Warriors as well. I believe that well, I'm gonna say that well, I'm actually gonna say that that Sean Johnson deserves the best man there for the Warriors as well as he's got himself there one line break there, one try assist there, and two tackle breaks for himself as well. And he's made himself there about a 95.45% of tackle efficiency there as well. He's made himself 21 tackles there 528 kick meters as well. So halfway of 1,000, which he isn't that bad there. He's made some three bomb kicks there, two rubbers, and one crossfield kick there as well. And it looks like his kicking game there, the afternoon was absolutely just amazing. So yeah, great to see there Sean Johnson there picking up the form as well, improving the doubts there that he can still be the player that the Warriors do need. And for number two, I'm gonna go for Adam for number Blake. And for number three, I'm gonna go for White Egan. Um, I'm gonna go for no, number four. I'm gonna go for Toro Harris. And number five, I'm gonna say final play here. I'm gonna say that that's that Maratson there, Corey there. He's gone himself there a line break assist and a try assist as well. He's taking himself there by like three tackle breaks as well and nine hit ups as well. Uh, one offload there. The rest says this and that, and that's my top five best plays there for both sides. And let's move on to the next one here. Before we move on as well, I do want to read the live chat as well. The short drop off is getting annoying. Drop off is getting annoying. I'm not sure what you mean there by the short drop off there. Flash screen. Um, and Barsky says 5 out of 8 former tips this round. Uh, lads, I'm sorry to say, but I have gotten myself there 3 out of fucking 8 tips. I have tipped the fucking Titans there as well, but we're gonna go into that game as well. What's doing Attila? Yeah, what's doing the Tim? Yeah, nothing much there, man. I'm just trying to get through this recap as well. I still got about like maybe one, two, about like 4 matches there left. I'm probably going to go through the 2 matches there as well, which the next 2 matches there were absolutely just crazy there as well. I'm not gonna go into too much there of the Tigers and the Knights game, since that was an absolute shambolic game. And I've got some surprising things for Dragons fans there, but we're gonna go through it in a sec. Mr. Ash Fazbear as also another man as another mod there of the channel itself. He says congratulations on the win against the Storm last night. Of course, of course. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If you are on Discord there, uh, lads, I'm pretty sure you all know what Mr. Ash Fazbear is mentioning there in the live chat. So, I'm not gonna say too much about it. But yeah, let's move on to the next game here. The Dolphins and the fucking Canberra Raiders. I have tipped the Canberra Raiders over here, and wow, they have let me down. And the Dolphins, well, Wayne Bennett, he's done it again. The Dolphins are now 2-0. Wow. What a game as well. The Dolphins, man, the Canberra Raiders, they did get off there to a great start as well in the first couple of minutes as well, as they did score the first try there from where was it from? It was from Jack Wine as well. From the set restart as well to make it 4 points to nil. Just give me a sec there, lads. Just gonna put it back. Yeah, and he makes it 4-0 as well. And Fogarty, he does miss the conversion as well. Then um on the 28th minute as well, Nick Kotrick gets herself there. The line break there as well to make it 8 points to nil there as well. On the on the right corner there as well as a great pass there by Jack Wine as well. I believe it came off from him. He makes it 8 points to nil. And Jamal Fogarty there, he makes it 10 points to nil as well. And yeah, a sib in here from Jeremy Marshall King as well as he did put on a dangerous tackle there. I believe it was on Corey Harry and Nara as well. I believe so. Yeah, he was in the bin as well, and a penalty shot there being taken there by Jamal Fogarty there to extend the lead by 12 points to nil. Danny Levi there was penalised there for a ball strip. And then the Dolphins there get themselves at the set restart as well. And the error there from Sebastian Chris as well gets the Dolphins there back in the game as well. As the hammer there, he gets the try there from a sloppy play a sloppy error there from the kick there from Sean O'Sullivan there for the high cross for kick as well. And yeah, Chris there, he does knock it on as well. And all from the bounce as well. Just before half time, the hammer he plants the ball down there to make it 4 points to 12. And Osaka there he converts the try to make it 6 points to 12. Then in the second half here, um it was a successful challenge there from the Dolphins as well. It was an error there from Jack Wine himself there. And a line break here from Nick Kotrick there as well. Puts up the bomb kick there, and he forces the hammer there as well for a knock on. And Mark Nichols there came back on as well for the HA was cleared and he passed. Um, on the 60 on the 61st minute as well. Hossein there was offside as well, and Tom Gilbert there he goes in there for the try for himself there to crush over there. Straight under the post as well to make it 10 points to 12. And Asako, he converts the try to make it 12 points all. And then it was Corey Harry Nora there for the error as well, and he also made the show charge there as well. And Hudson there was obviously was taken on there for a professional foul as well, and he was in the sin bin there with Jerry Mushkin as well. Um, and yeah, Bromwich there, he came on there for Wallace and Levi there. He came on there for Tom Starling as well. He came back on the field, and the penalty shot being taken there by Asaka as well to make it 14 points to 12 with about 10 minutes there left to go. And Sean O'Sullivan there, three people there on in the bin as well as a dangerous, well, not really a high shot that's being taken there by Sean O'Sullivan as well. That was a bit, I think it was been taken there. I think by I'm not too sure who put on the high shot there again, but yeah, from what I remember, I don't think there wasn't the much in it as well. I think wait nah, I think there was. I think he put on the high shot there. I'm trying to remember the play there. Fuck. What was his name? Shit. Um, fuck. Uh, I forget his name. Um, yeah, but Jamal Fogarty there, he he converts a penalty shot to make it 14. All there. Lads, I think I'm gonna go to the toilet as well since I need to take the number one or the number two. So I'm gonna be right back here because I'm busting as well, and I'm gonna be right back here in a sec here. So yeah. Alright, sorry about that one, lads. I was just in the toilet as well, so if I was taking a bit too long, yeah, it's just a bit, had to do my business in there. I think it was taking a bit too long, but I just want to finish this off a bit too much as well. So I'm going to wrap it up here on the Dolphins and the Rays game, as well as the hammer there. He obviously scored the try there off by Zagatol as well to make 8 points to 14, and they convert the try as well, and then the hold on there from Danny Levi himself as well from the arrow there. And the Dolphins, they get the successful challenger as well from Levi's knock on as well, and then they win the match as well to make it 20 points to 14, and the Dolphins go 2-0 as well. I'll talk about best players there for the Dolphins there quickly as I go through. So my man of the match there is going to go to. I'm going to say it's going to be going to uh, the hammer there. I thought he was my man of the match. For number two, I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go for. Oh wow. Oh, Tess new there for two. Well, okay. I'm gonna go for Tess new there for number two. I'm gonna go for number three. I'm gonna go for Sean O'Sullivan. I thought his kick game there was absolutely just amazing. For number four, I thought Mark Nichols there was pretty good as well. And for number five, for Jeremy Marshall King, he's made like 53 run meters. How many tackles he made? He made about 41 tackles. You know, one missed one as well. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go for. I'm gonna go for someone different as well. He made 42 post contact meters there, 21 kick returns as well, and that's gonna be Jer Subromich. Wow, what a game! Wow, 42 post contact meters as well, 10 hit ups there, one steal there, of course. 34 tackles and four missed tackles as well. So I thought he wasn't that bad as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Jesh Bromwich as well. And yeah, for the Canberra Rays there, for the top five best players there, I'm gonna go for number one. I thought the best man there on the field there was Jack White. I'm gonna go for number two, Jamal Fogarty as well. For number three, I'm gonna go for Nick Cartrick as well. For number four, I'm gonna go for. Oh shit! Number four. Let's see. Josh Tarpany. Made 72 post con to me there. 15 ups. Oh, Matthew Tomoka with the break assist and try assist. Oh, you want? Stop it. I'm gonna go for number four here, Matthew Tomoko, and for number five, I'm gonna say that Albert Harper White there is gonna be number five. Yeah, I'm gonna go for I'm gonna go for number five there. For Albert Harper White as well. He's nearly made himself the 200 running meters there for himself as well, and yeah, amazing stuff there from Albert Harpoati. And let's move on to the next match. That's going to be, well, the game that I tipped the Bulldogs. Everyone thought, you know, that the Storm were going to win this. There's no way that the Bulldogs are going to come back from round one. And what did I say? People just over reacting from round one. And what did I say? And what happens? Well, guess what? This happened. 26 points to 12 to the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. Wowies. What a performance there from the Bulldogs themselves there, from the spiner, from Purim, from Matt Burton to Flanagan, from bloody to Rimani, from bloody to who was there again? Sorry, my bad, from bloody Jacob Preston there, who actually got himself the first try there of the match, should I say. And that's spine tonight, man. And also the fullback there, Ryan Sutton there, and Max Keane as well. Um, Josh O'Carr was absolutely just ripping in as well with a Jake Avarillo and Jacob Carrazza on the right edge side as well were absolutely on fire, and they were unstoppable there with the offloads as well, with the combination that they were creating as well. And Perm there on the kick returns there, yeah, the Mole Storm would just give away so much space there to himself as well. And yeah, yeah, I thought Flanagan there, he wasn't that bad as well with Matthew Burton putting up a couple of bombs as well. As we all know, he's the specialist for that. And he really just gelled it in there. He's starting to in this now. I know he could have done he heaps more there to crush the Storm there much more and this and that. And the Bulldogs there in the second half, they just wanted more points there on the scoreboard there as well, which the Storm, they were absolutely just shell shocked there. Jerome Hughes was just doing absolutely just fuck off for them. He did have one chance there in by the end of the first half, but he knocked on the board as well, and he was having an absolute shock there with Tyron Weir shut there as well, trying to do the best as he can, and and in in his favors, he does absolutely just nothing. Grant Anderson did absolutely just nothing. He kept on like knocking on the ball and wasn't really the best. Reem Smith there, once again was possibly one of the best players there, especially as what he performed there from last week. William Warbrick there, he wasn't. He was okay in the first half, and then in the second half there, he was quiet. Nick Meaney, oh boy, he was getting so pressured as well from the kick chase as well. And yeah, young Tonu Apia, yeah, he was just not really handling the ball that well, and yeah, he was just terrible. Nelson I saw Lamona though, he was still one of the best men there in the in the team as well, showing his dedication there to the club itself. I thought Harry Grant there, he was not the bad one. Once again, I thought Grant was one of the best men as well. I thought Welch was also not bad as well. Trent Luria there gave it his best as well. Elise Katoa could not just get himself to try as well as he did get through this as well to put it down, but then he knocked it on as well. And Paul Katoa there was just not having his night as well, and still looking to exploit his skills there on the field as well, and to actually get some good points there for himself there on the field there for the Storm. Josh King, however, I thought he was getting shut down as well for most of the time there. He wasn't really getting the offloads there and the post contact there as compared to what he was doing there from last week. Bronson Garlic there, I thought he came on there about like in the last like 10 or over 50 minutes as well. he did a couple of good things. But other than that, he didn't do that much. Alex McDonald there, he was alright. Um, and yeah, the bench for the Bulldogs there, Franklin, Pele, Corey Wadle, mate, what a game he was having coming off from the bench from himself as well, mate. Wadle was possibly maybe or potentially maybe the top five best players as well. But I gotta give it to Max King as well for the strong runs that he was being given as well. Oh my god! Well, he was so consistently so good there for the Bulldogs in 2022, and he's continuing on to show that against his old club there as well. Along with Ryan Sarton as well, who actually doesn't do that bad in the front row as well. Yeah, well, the Bulldogs there, they were absolutely just pumping the Storm with the line speed there, the dedication, the energy. Say it all, man. They have learned so much lessons there from the Manly what Wingers Seagulls game as Josh Adokar there was interviewed about this well straight after the game there, and yeah, all I have to say there, for the Bulldogs fans, straight after this performance, let's trot, bruh. And yeah, we're gonna go through the top five best players as well. I don't think I need to go through the play by play. I pretty much just summarized the whole match for your people. And yeah, my top five best players there for the Storm there. I'm gonna go for number five. I'm gonna go for the best man there. I'm gonna go for Nelson Lamone as well. For number two, I'm gonna go for Harry Grant. For number three, I'm gonna say it's gonna be Reema Smith. For number four, I'm gonna say it's going to be Trent Lira. For number five, I'm gonna say it's gonna be. Oh, I'll say maybe Christian Walsh. And that's pretty much it for the Bulldogs there. My man of the match as well. I'm gonna go for my man of the match as well. It's gonna go off to in my opinion there possibly fantastic as well. I'm gonna go for Jake Av Aver um man of the match for the Bulldogs. Fuck, that's such a pretty tough one as well. I'm gonna go for you know what? Stuff it. I'm gonna go for Hayes Perham there for nearly making over 200 run meters as well. 86 kick return meters as well as what I mentioned there. The Storm were giving way too many space there for Perham there on the kick returns as well. 59 post contact meters as well. One line break there through the middle as well, off from the kick return from himself as well. Seven tackle breaks there, one hit up there, but like 22 passes there, made three tackles as well, and yeah, he was absolutely amazing there and lethal there on the kick returns as well. And Perham possibly his best of a game there in quite a while as well, and he's finally gelled into the team as well. And yeah, for number two, I'm gonna go for I am gonna go for the most tackles there. I'm gonna go for Reminded there for number two. For number three, I'm gonna go for Matt Burton there. He absolutely just stepped up here tonight and just put up the pressure on the Storm as well. For number four, I'm gonna go for uh no, you know what? I'm gonna go for Jake Av Averillo as well. He gives so much combination there to Jacob Carrasco as well, and without him, him and Carrasco would have not put on the points that we were seeing there as well down there at Amy Park as well. For number, where are we up to? For number, uh, for number five, I'm gonna go for Josh Adokade in my opinion. So um, yeah, I'm gonna go for Josh Adokade as well with the energy and tries that he was making as well, and even the tackle breaks he was making. I think he made about like seven tackle breaks as well. I think he made about like nine tackle bursts there as well, which was absolutely just impressive there as well. And yeah, in that game he showed all his declaration on what he mostly wants to focus on there as well, rather than just state of origin and international game as well. And yeah, he just wants to fully focus on club level as well. And I feel like he's taking the Bulldogs there on the right direction there with Math Burden as well. And yeah, I feel like if they keep up this energy there from Joshua Carr and from Matt Burton as well. I reckon the whole Bulldogs team is definitely going to make it to the top eight for sure. But yeah, that's enough there for Super Saturday. I'm going through the game here quite quickly as well, since it is 9:42. It is starting to get a bit late, so I'm going to wrap up. So I'm going to try and get these two games quickly underway as well. So I'm just going to summarize the game as well. I'm going to go through play by play as well. Since I don't want to be here for all nights. But holy shit, the West Tigers. Listen, look, I know that look Brooks there in the last minute as well when it was Stefano Uto Kamada there, where he scored himself there, the try there as well, where it did look like it was a double movement there, but then on the video ref there, he just managed there to help to hold the ball up there as well, and to go and to lift his arm up there to plant the ball down there as well to make it 10 points to 14, and then Brooks there he converts the try there to make it 12 points to 14 as well. And and look, Brooks there. He tries to take the 2 point field goal there to make it 14 points all there, going into going point. But then I'm not too sure on how wide or how close he was to making it possible. But no matter how close it was, the West Tigers. Well, the West Tigers. Um, I'm not too sure why this is on the 40. Yeah. That is incorrect. The tries it. Okay, that's definitely wrong. Okay. The website is a bit broken here, as you can see, 0040. I'm not sure what's going there. But yeah, Capola went in there straight after when Newcastle got themselves over there as well with Lock and Fitzgibbon there with the tackle breaks as well going in for himself as well, and and for Young there as well to get himself over there for the double as well with a Dane Gagai there as well. I believe it was. Yeah, no, sorry, I think it was with Brahma Best as well. I didn't really get to see the two tries there from Dominic Young as well, since I was vac clean during the game there for quite a bit as well. So yeah, but yeah, for me, man, the West Tigers have so many like opportunities there in the first half and in the second half as well. And I gotta say, man, the West Tigers are absolute just garbage. And oh my god, mate, this is the reason why they should have not let him go Jackson Hastings. And speaking about Jackson Hastings, um, well, I do want to mention first that Kale Ponga does look like he's going to be maybe out for the whole season there, since he has once again got injured there, along with another player there who has got himself there injured as well. Since it does remind me on how Brayley and Ponga there were out there as well during the preseason from last year there as well for quite a bit there, or was it the season before? I think it was back in 2021 or 2022. I think it was back in 2021. Uh, I believe so. No, I think it was from last season there. So yeah, yeah, the Knights they just cannot take catch a break from Kalaponga there from being injured there as well. Um, and this is why maybe Kalaponga at this point should be moving over to Philadelphia, and they should just be, and with Wall Price there, going to the Newcastle Knights there for next year as well, coming from the Huddersfield Giants as well from the Super League. I reckon put Lachlan Miller there, a fullback there, and then put Wall Price there at 5'8", with Jackson Hastings there as well, with the Super League combination as well, with your Dominic Young as well, which will make uh the the chemistry and the combinations and the relationships there much more better than what they have to develop there to be able there to have a great spine there with with Brady as well. But yeah, at this point, man, I hope Brian knows that if they don't do something there with Kane and Ponga, I reckon the Newcastle Knights, even though they did get themselves a win, it was a pretty scrappy win as well, since they led they gave away so many errors as well, and so much possession to the West Tigers there as well. But the West Tigers could not execute the plays as well, and it's not good enough. You still lost a Leichhardt there, and now moving on into the end of the match. So Jackson Hayes is right. He was interviewed there by Fox lead as well, and I saw the clip there uh, uh, on Instagram, and he actually walked on his back as well, and he saw Tommy Talau there, and Tommy Talau was saying some bad words which I don't know, since you don't really get to hear it there from the clip itself. But maybe someone can maybe tell me on what he has said as well from Fox League as well. Especially when Tommy Talau was giving it there to Jackson Hayes there. A former Newcastle Knights, Dave Clemmer had to come in there and also try to defend Tommy Talau as well. And the Heats, the high attentions there were rising as well, with Jackson Hastings and Dave Clement as well. And I don't know what was going on as well, but apparently Tim Sheen's there in the press conference as well. He also does even know, especially with Coruscant. They both don't know that David Clemmer and Tommy Tillell were arguing with Jackson Hastings there at the end of his interview as well. So yeah, yeah, Tim Sheens, man, mate, the whole border of this club is an absolute uh disgrace, and this club is an actual piece of shit. The culture that they bring uh, in this club is absolutely just just non-stop just toxic. And mate, the West Tigers, man, they are a piece of shit, and honestly, they are so bad that I honestly see them winning the one spoon from from onwards here till the rest of the season, man, because they just cannot get out of the hole. No matter what their recruitment's there for the four pack as well. People were just overhyping their four pack as well. I said they're going to be bottom four, and they're not only going to be in the bottom four, mate. They're definitely going to win back to back wooden spoons here. Coming off from this performance as well, because this was absolutely just so pathetic and so embarrassing to watch here as well. I know I'm not a West Tigers fan, but my God, if you're a West Tigers fan, man, I do not blame you on what the fuck to do at this point as well. You may as well just fucking just support the Western Magpies in the New South Wales Cup as well. So why not just fuck it and yeah, we're just gonna move on from this game since this game is was absolutely just shithouse. We're gonna move on to the last game here. I do want to see if there's anyone there in the live chat still. No, no, there's not. We're only in 1 hour and 21 minutes here as well, and we're going to go through the last match as well. Oh shit! I actually did forget to do my top five best players there for the Tigers and the Knights, since I don't really bother to do my top five best players for the shithouse match, but I'm going to do it anyways as well. So quickly here, my top five best players there for the West Tigers. I'm gonna go for the best man themselves there. I'm gonna go um I'm gonna go oh boy. For Dane Laurie, for number two, I'm gonna say fucking Picorosel. For number three, I'm probably gonna say is Alex Twal, mate. Quite honestly, the Tigers are a bunch of piece of shit that they can't even give Alex Artwell his first ever meat pie for his NRL career. And honestly, at this point, uh, well, if the West Tigers are not going to give you a meat pie, I know that Tyson RFL did stop it there with a great try save there as well. Uh, Alex Artwell needs to move to another club as well if he wants to actually get himself there a meat pie, because my God, the border, the whole club just doesn't want to give him meat pie. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. It makes no sense there to me on how Terwell does not get himself there a meat pie for himself there. And yeah, for number four, I'm gonna go for Asui Kapoa. I'm gonna go for number five there. Oh boy, I'm gonna go for number five. I'm gonna go for Stefano Utokamanu, and that's my top five best players there for the West Tigers. My top five best players there for the Newcastle Knights. My man of the match there is going to go to Jackson Hastings there. My second best man there, I'm gonna say it's gonna go to Lachlan Miller. My third best there is gonna go off to. I'm gonna say it's gonna go off to Lachlan Fitz Gibbon. For number four, he was so amazing at calming off from the bench as well. I'm gonna go for Leo Thompson as well, mate. The aggressiveness as well and the hits that he was taking there on the West Tigers and as well was absolutely just amazing to watch. For number five, I'm gonna say it's gonna go off to I'll say Dane Gagai, and that's pretty much my top five best players there for both teams. Okay, finally moving on to the next match with only 5 minutes left to go as well before it's gonna be 10 p.m. But I'm gonna make this a quick one as well. I'm just gonna summarize it as well, so I can wrap things up here quickly as well. Holy mother fucking bitch, slaughtering unexpected fuck. What did we just witness here? The St. George Illawarra Dragons turned up after having one of the worst ever pre-seasons in their entire history, opening up the season at Cogra with a 13 plus win over the Gold Coast Titans. Wow. Mate, I gotta say, Benjamin Hunt was absolutely just amazing, but Tyrone Sloan, what an absolute gun he was there at fullback, a fullback there as well. Um, yeah, with your wings there as well, with mostly there going strong. I thought Francis Molo was also pretty strong there. A prop as well, as he kept on offloading the ball as well. With your Jack Bird there going pretty strong there as well. And yeah, I thought the Dragons, for the complete sets there, I thought uh the defense, the aggressiveness there they were given to the Titans there was consistently just amazing. So yeah, yeah, I thought the Dragons there for the kicking game there from Benjamin Hunt, and I thought the set pieces there and um the decisions that they were making there were pretty smart there as well. Um, and I feel like that Griffin there from his old school tactics there as well really just gave the reality check there to the Gold Signs as well. After being 12-0 down, and they came back to absolute slaughter the Gold Titans as well to make it 32 points to 18, and then they got themselves there. The try there from Zach Lomax there to Raviala there as well to get them over 16 points to 12 at halftime. 16 points to 12 at halftime, and in the second half, it was all Dragons at the point as well, and they were just dominating as well. Mate, honestly, I was quite surprised that the Dragons didn't want to go to 40 at that point because the Dragons were absolutely just everywhere as well. And I gotta say, where was this from last season? Like, quite honestly, where was this from last season? Like, throughout the whole off season drama there, throughout the whole talks there from myself there for Anthony Griffin there for being the first ever coach there to being sacked as well. I know that it's the first ever game there of the season there, the Dragons, but my God, to come out and to make a huge statement like this was absolutely just incredible and inspiring there for the Dragons fans as well. And for the team stats, I do want to see they have 55 percent of possession as well, 25 minutes as well, 82 completion rate there compared to the Titans, 34 complete out of 41. All runs at 184, 1,734 all running meters as well. So nearly 2,000 running meters there, all total there for the Dragons. 541 post contact meters as well. 9 line breaks there, 39 tackle breaks there. The average set distance as well, 42.31. Kick return meters 159, nearly to 200 kick return meters there, coming off there from Tyrone Sloan and the rest as well. Mate, Sloan was absolutely just on fire as well. The offloads there, I feel like that was also playing a part on how they kept on like getting so much space there. From Matthew Big guy there, from Sully, from Lomax there to putting the one on draw pass there to Raviel there as well. The receps there, 414. The total pass there, 231. Downward pass there, 14. And four straw. The four straw. They they forced the Titans there for three dropouts as well. And they're putting about six grubbers as well. And my God, the ball skills there. The attack there from the Dragons there. Waps is amazing. The line speed there. Keeping the Titans in the own end as well. I know that the Titans there they did score a couple tries there from um who's who's that playing on the wing as well. Keon Piero as well, getting himself there over there with you know Sam Veros as well, conceding a very soft try as well, which the Dragons could have done a little bit more better there to stop there in the early few minutes there in the first half, but yeah, the Dragons they really showed up here today, and they were no joke. And I thought Jacob Lil there was absolutely just was pretty good there, coming on as the utility as well. Um, but other than that, the Dragons they made a big huge statement here tonight, and yep, so many good signs there going into next week, which I do believe they play. I'm not too sure who they play next to Dragons. They play in round three. They play against the Broncos, and that's gonna be a pretty incredible game as well. Two teams are gonna be absolutely courageous, with full of energy as well. And the Broncos and the Dragons here, I reckon this is going to be an absolute classic here as well on Saturday night. And yeah, man, I can't wait for the Dragons to give it there to the Broncos. I can't wait for the Broncos there and for the Dragons there to have an absolute crack game as well. But enough of that, man. The Titans, man. I thought that their complete sets were a bit poor there tonight. And the defense there, oh my god, they were getting absolutely just smashed as well. Jojo Fafita there, from the tackle there from who was it there? I'm not too sure. I think it was from Benjamin Hunt there as well, I believe. And yeah, man, they were getting absolutely just played like a bunch of toys as well, getting damaged as well, and this and that. So yeah, my top five best players as well. We're gonna go straight into that for the Dragons. Where is it? My top five best players are for the Dragons. I'm gonna say my man of the match is gonna go off to Benjamin Hunt. I'm gonna go for number two. Tyrell Salone was an absolute gun as well. For number three, I'm gonna go now off to Francis Marlowe as well. For number four, I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say that Zach Lomax is gonna be number four, and I think for number five, I'm gonna say it's gonna go off to